Hello. In this video, I will show how to define a rigid column group under a Polygon foundation. I click the Selection Mode button in the Definition menu. Then I double-click the Polygon foundation that I added before. This opens the Foundation Properties window. I enable the Deep Foundation Soil Improvement option. Then I open the Deep Foundation Soil Improvement tab. Here, I set the pile diameter to 0.60 meters. I set the pile length to 8 meters. For this video, I select Cast-in-Place Reinforced Concrete Pile as the rigid column type. Then I open the Polygon Foundation Geometry tab. I select the foundation from the Polygon list on the left. I click the Refresh button on the right. Now let's add a rigid column group under this Polygon foundation. In the Pile section below, you can find the fields needed to add a column group. First, let's talk about the SX and SI values in the Add Group section. Based on these values, the program determines the layout of the rigid columns under the Polygon foundation. I keep the SX value as 3 meters. I also keep the SI value as 3 meters. Then I click the Add Group button above. As you can see, the program added a rigid column group inside the Polygon plan. The program sets the column spacing approximately based on the SX and SI values. Now let's change SX and SI to 2 meters. Below, there is an offset field that controls the distance from the foundation edge. I keep this value unchanged. Now I click the Add Group button again. As you can see, the rigid column group is placed more densely. Now let's see how to change column coordinates using the XP and YP values above. As you can see, the P2 column is slightly outside the plan. Let's move this column slightly inward. I select the P2 column from the rigid column list. Its coordinates appear in the XP and YP fields. I change the value from 2.08 to 2.38. Then I click the Modify button on the right. This moves the P2 column to the right. Now let's move the P17 column slightly to the left. I select the P17 column from the list. I change its XP coordinate. Then I click the Modify button. Now let's add a single rigid column inside the Polygon foundation. For example, let's add a rigid column near the top left corner of the Polygon foundation. I select the P6 column and check its coordinates. Now I will add a new column 2 meters to the left of this point. After entering the XP coordinate, I click the Add button below. As you can see, I added the P18 column. Now let's edit the coordinates of the P18 column. Next, I will add another rigid column to the empty area near the top right corner. I select the P14 column and bring its coordinates into the fields. After setting the coordinate to 11.28 meters, I click the Add button below. As you can see, we added the P19 column to the Polygon foundation. Now let's edit this column's coordinates as well. This completes the rigid column group under the Polygon foundation. Now let's click the Apply buttons to add this group to the model. As you can see in the 3D view, the columns are added. Now let's filter the objects on the screen from the View menu. As you can see, we defined a rigid column group under the Polygon foundation named Foundation 2. Thank you for watching.